What is up, YouTube? It's me, the Mighty Gada. Today we are here for the start of something I want to do, so we're going to do it. A little Warhammer 40k tournament with the models I have. So, there are going to be a few that are excluded. One, my weird boy, I don't have stats for him, then he's only one model. Then my Space Marine and Necron are also not going to be in the battle, because if they are, they'd be literally fighting up against whole hordes of orcs by themselves. I am going to allow my Heavy Sentinel to be in this little tournament because it's a walker. He should be fine. And I do have a custom model, which you guys will see in the background of this video. I'm not going to show him off. I made him earlier today. I'm kind of happy. I'm kind of in the Warhammer 5, so we're just going to get started. So, down below me, I decided to roll a dice for each one of the units that will be in this battle. And, the unit with the highest score... It's going on 2, right? Alright. Sorry, I had to check the time. I have work today. It basically went from highest to lowest. So, the highest dice rolled was a 6, and that was from my Gretchen mob. So my Gretchen, also if I sound weird, I fucked up my gums in there. So it kind of hurts to talk and do anything with my face, but it'll be fine. So you have the Gretchen Horde, which got a 6. And they are right at going up, they're being pitted up against my Astro Militarum Cadian Command Squad. I think that's what they are. There's 2 different Cadian ones, I think. But yeah, my Cadians. Then it will be, the next video will be, depending on how long this one lasts, because I might get the Gretchen mob, might get a good roll and just kill them all in one turn. But, back to it. It'll be Mega Knobs versus Orc Boys. Then it'll be my newest batch, some Knobs, which were not in the previous video I uploaded today. Or whenever you guys get this. It's the Warhammer 40k one, the other one that I made that has no audio. I don't know what the fuck happened, but there's no audio. And they're going to be going up against my Scout Sentinel, or my heavy Sentinel, whatever the fuck it's called. And yeah, but for now, I'm gonna get the models set up. We're gonna roll off the start, and I'll see you guys when we do all that shit. Folks, we're back, and as you can see, our opponents have been put to each side of the little desk. So we have our Cadians over here and our Gretchen right here. The Cadians are led by the Cadian commander, which is this guy right here. He is armed with a plasma pistol and a cane. And I'll quickly say what everyone else has down there as well. So guy right here has a sniper rifle, he has a melta-gun, he has a chainsword and a plasma pistol, and that guy's just a medic. Now for the orcs, their leader is Sakharom, the Runt Herder, or just Sakharom, the Runt Herder. Now he is armed with a squig hound and a grot prod and a slugga and stick bombs. And his Gretchen, these guys are armed with grot blastas. So, yeah. So, the way this would start is you would roll for an initiative. So, basically, which side goes first? So, we're going to roll for the Cadians. Then we're going to roll for the Gretchen. So, it looks like the Gretchen mob gets to go first because they got a 4, which is higher than the Cadians. 3. So, now we're going to move on to the movement phase. Now, you're supposed to, the phase before that command phase, I'm not doing any of that shit because I don't have any of the stuff to do that shit. So, yeah, we're going on to the movement phase. Now, the Gretchen have a movement of 5 inches. So, I'm going to move them all up. Well, I'll show it on camera first, so you guys know I ain't messing around. So, you measure from the front of the... Also, real quick, is that how you do it? Or is it like that? I'm not sure. I just do it like that. So you measure from the tip of the model, which we're pretty well lined up. and you move him up. So he's been moved 5 inches. Now, to save camera storage, I'm going to have to turn it off, and, well, listen, I'll be back once they're moved up, and we'll be moving on to the next turn, which is the shooting phase. Folks, we're back, folks, and as you can see, excuse me, the Gretchen have moved up. So the unit there is getting closer to, the Humies, so, we're not going to be going on to the next phase on this, so I believe it's command phase, movement phase. It's either shooting phase and then psychic phase, or psychic phase and then shooting phase, which the psychic phase doesn't matter because none of these groups have a psyker. Well, there is one right there, a weird boy, but I don't have any of the psychic shit for him, so he just can't do it. No abilities for him. Now, yeah. So we're going to do the shooting phase, which I don't believe any of our Gretchen or my runt herders, or Saccharum I'll say, is in range. Now these guys have a 12-inch range. Woo! That first one is in range. I don't know, do you do it by the back or the front? I do it by the front. Because I know you measure from tip to see if they're in range. Which I think that front one is in range of that one. We'll say this Gretchen right here, leading the charge. I'm sorry, I knocked them all around. This guy right here, this little guy with a little mace, or whatever that is within range to attack, because I want to show that off. The attack phase, or the shooting phase, or just show you this. So, we take 1 dice. Now, the Gretchen, like most orcs, don't have the best aim, so they hit on a 4. As you can see, their BS skill is a 4. And don't worry, it's not bullshit, it's ballistic skill. So the ballistic skill is a 4+, or a 4 up. So if we get a 4, he'll hit him. He'll hit the little guardsman there. If not, he'll miss. So he missed his shot with his Grot Blaster. And now we're going to see if all the units here... Now, okay, now we'll go on to the next phase, which is the charge phase. Now, for the charge phase, it's 12 feet. Now, our little front guys can make the charge, but none of the other guys can. And in order to charge them, we have to be able to move that whole group up to there. And we can't. So when the charge phase happens, we'll explain it then. But right now, we're going to go on to the fight phase, which there's no ongoing fights. And then, on to the morale phase, which no one died on either side, so we don't need to do a morale test. So, right now, I'll come back. Well, actually, we'll just do it real quickly. So, now it's the Cadian Command Squad, their first turn. So what they're going to be doing is their movement as well. So, the Cadians are a little more mobile than the Orcs. They aren't as sluggish. So they get a nice, juicy 6 inches, which that front guy is lined up perfectly with that. Don't move. So we're going to scoot him up, and he gets his 6 inches. So I'll be right back, guys, once I move all of them up, and then we'll continue. So I'll see you then. Alright, folks, and we're back. And as you guys can see, the Cadians have moved up their 6 inches and are now within range to shoot the Gretchen. So we're going to start off with the sniper here. Now, the sniper rifle has a unique ability. So as you guys can see, the sniper rifle, the ability down in the corner. A model firing a sniper weapon can target any enemy character, even if they are not the closest enemy unit. If you roll a wound of a 6+ for this enemy, this weapon, it inflicts a mortal wound in addition to its regular damage, I believe. Right? I'm sorry, I couldn't see the rest of that. I was reading it for the camera lens. Yep, so it'll do 2 damage. So, what does that mean by character? Well, Saccharum and the Cadian Commander are character units. And a character unit basically means that they are important, or you could say. So, let's say I want to attack the Cadian Commander with my Gretchen mob. his men are going to see that, oh, the captain's under attack, let's protect him. So they're going to get in the way and absorb the shots and die, probably, so that he can live. But, what the sniper rifle's saying is basically, huh? No, they don't get to get in the way, they get shot. But, yeah. So we're going to roll to shoot now, we're going on to the shooting phase. So he has a range of 36 with a sniper rifle, I believe. Yep, 36. Now, I'm not really good with statistics. I know it's a heavy one. So I know he just hits on freeze. His ballistic skill is a 3+, which is better than the Gretchen at a 4+. So he doesn't hit. That roll was terrible. We're going to roll for the Meltagun guy now. Now, the Meltagun has a range of 12, but as we can see, 12 is not a problem. Now, what we really want to check is 6 inches. I'd say the Gretchen are just in there. I'm unsure. But the Meltagun, at half range, you can roll 2 dice when inflicting damage with it, and you can discard the lower one. So we're going to roll the hit, and he needs a 3+ to hit. So he hits with the Meltagun. Now, the Meltagun is unique in its own way, just like the sniper rifle, that it's strength 8, -4 AP, and D6 for damage. So since we're at half range, we're going to take 2 dice. And for those of you who are thinking, oh, doesn't the Gretchen get a save roll? The Gretchen would need a 10-sided die to do a save roll, which in a game that only uses 6-sided dice is not possible. So there's no save roll for the Gretchen. Now we're going to roll the 2 damages, and we're going to see which one gets higher. Now it's a D6 for damage, so I believe that means whatever number it lands on is the damage. I'm not sure, though. Oh, we'll just get rid of one of those 6s. So one of those Gretchen just absorbed 6 damage and disintegrated. We'll pick a back one. Now, for those of you saying, Stuart, he shot at the ones in the front. Why'd you do that? What happens is, during the shooting, let's say there's a buddy controlling them and he kills one of my Gretchen, since I'm playing as them, I get to pick which one died. So I could pick all the ones in the back and still have a group in the front pushing forwards. So yeah, we're going to move on to the Vulture Pistol, which is what our little buddy here has. Getting a free, fails. Now, the commander is in range, and he has a plasma pistol, which also has its own little unique abilities. It's up here. When hitting with this weapon, choose one of the profile. Oh, so, well, yeah, when you attack, you need to pick one. So we're going to pick a standard shot, which the standard shot is strength 7 and does -3 AP, and it does 1 damage. Now he's hitting on freeze. Wow, these guys are doing terrible today. So no hits, except for that 1 dead Gretchen. So we're going to move to Orc turn 5. But real quick, we have to do something else. So one of the Gretchen died. So this Gretchen unit is going to do a morale test. Now there's a Runt Herder here, so we're going to also solve that problem if they fail. So they have a leadership of 4+. So what we do is roll 1 dice. Okay, we got a 1. That's good. Now what we do is we add our dead to that. So that's a 2. So that's not high enough to cause our Gretchen to freak out and run away. So, yeah. On to Orc turn 2. I'm going to move them, and I'll move them all up, and we'll be back when I'm done with that. So I'll see you guys. Alright, folks, we're back. And you may say, Stuart, what the fuck? They didn't move. And, I decided, from a strategic standpoint of me playing, that moving the Gretchen would be dumb. Because they're all in range now. And there's, what? 9 Grot Blasters and 1 Slugger from the, yeah, we won't use the Slugger. Just 9 Grot Blasters in range of those guardsmen. So, what I'm going to do is get 1, 2, 3, 6. Now, I don't have enough big die, so we have all that. Oh, don't fall. That is 9 shots from the Grot Blasters. Going in on the Cadians. So, out of that 9, we did get 1 6. So, the Orcs have a special rule called Daka Daka Daka. I'm not sure if in 9th edition, if the Gretchen don't have that rule anymore, that applies to them, but basically, if you get a 6, that means you get to roll another dice and see if that lands. That hit that, but that's fine. And basically what that means, the Orcs are, in their nature, trigger happy, so basically it just means that, hey, I'm going to shoot my gun again, even though I'm not supposed to. So yeah, we're going to roll. So the Grot Blaster is strength 3, as we've seen. So it's not the strongest thing we've seen so far today. Now, we need to compare that to the toughness of the humans, which if I can get it down there, here we are. They have a toughness of 3, which means that the Grot Blasters are going to hurt these men and possibly kill them on freeze. Now, this turn we're rolling to wound, so we need a 3, well actually we need a 4 up. As if your strength is equal to the target's toughness, you wound on 4s. So we need to get, we're going to see how many 4s we can get. That's 2 5s, so we have 2 wounds from the Gretchen. So now we need to do something called a save roll, which I think I might have mentioned earlier. So the guardsmen have a save roll of 5+. So we need to get 2 5s in order to save the two guardsmen who will die if I accidentally drop the dice. We'll get another one. So we're going to roll. So both of those guardsmen are safe. We got a 5 and a 6. So they